And we're underway finally. After that, a little bit of a hassle, and my scout frigate is about to make its way back to my system easily enough. And citizen has been completed, so I have the option to study the wormhole. Due to investments in the science at one in the Seer system, a branch of non-profit Wormhole Institute of the Wormhole Institute is open to study the effects of the nearby wormhole. They are requesting government funds to help purchase some of the very expensive equipment they will need. So I can invest 100 billion credits to invest in investing to study the wormholes and look forward to reaping the rewards. So I'll invest in that, but I have no idea what it exactly does. Is that a world? Okay, there it is. +5 research per turn. Okay, that's what it is. So I get flat research bonus, so that's always nice. My citizen is done here, but is at risk of starvation. Nope, not quite. Because of my aeroponics farm. So we are good. And I think what I want to do is build a damn colony ship, because I've been stuck on 2 bases, or 2 colonies for too long, I think. Is provide increase protection with half the mass, but it costs a bit more to install. So we got our plastic steel armor, asteroid superstructure. How many turns would that take to build? It would be done well before I actually got my asteroid belts going. So I think I'll focus on my economy, try to cut back the tax some. And the Coruscant Collective want my farming tech, but they have nothing to offer me, so why the hell would I do that? What is the reason that I value that? Because they have nothing to give me. Yeah, unfortunately it's demand tribute, which doesn't work very well. And they have a lot of money, and they take that as at a penalty for me. So I am not gonna take that trade. They have nothing to give me. Racial profiles that Karahi are being surveyed. I probably could just turn it off, can't I? Yeah, disable GNN. Although that won't tell me when war is happening. That's the only thing I dislike, if there's no indication on that. So that should save a little bit of that hassle for us. Where haven't I explored yet? Oh, way back here. And that, I'm assuming that's the pirate base. So I'm gonna make my way over there. I'm gonna need to build a couple more. What was I thinking of? Oh yeah, a couple more ships to help defend my bases, especially from that pirate ship. Get production going. Because what? Does it actually increase? Yeah, it increases my maintenance costs some, so that can be a burden. So still leave the orbital habit or asteroid superstructure for a while. I want to get both my asteroids going before I research that, so I want to get the particle collider, but that is expensive as hell. So do I want to do ion beams instead? Maybe I do. And where are the asteroid belts that I have to expand to? Because I got a couple of them. One there. We got another one at Ulmer here, so they're actually quite a ways away, actually. Maybe I underestimate that distance a little bit. That will have a maintenance penalty. It is large though. Although not much of a population on it despite that. Because of how habitable it is. And I don't care about haunted. But again, everything has maintenance penalty too, which I'm kind of suffering from that right now. Ion beams is done. Then we can go to fusion, which I think I want fusion power to help possibly lower down the cost, especially of my research ship. That would be handy. So I'm gonna go that route. Start researching the fusion power, get that all figured out. And we got the Aptus system, which is another asteroid. Doesn't have the production there and it's still tiny. And we have Aptus 2, which is kind of pitiful, isn't it? Poor, low G, EM field, which affects maintenance costs, is it? Yeah, minus 50% to production and science until we can figure out how to stop the EM field, so that's kind of pointless. So rover bay is done, colony ship's almost done. And I need to, let's see, I can build that, but how much will, well, there's no maintenance cost, so I don't see why not build it, in all honesty. And then there's our fusion tech, and my homeworld can begin production of its Imperial Bank. And that should help out a lot. Because I want these rich asteroid belts and they'll benefit me by expanding my territory. I'm just going to need to start building up a fleet in case. So, what can I use to enhance myself? I got poor spies already, so it's kind of pointless for the intelligence. Our size for maybe defending myself. Approval or simulation if I want to start conquering, which I don't know what I want to do just yet. I can do cloning center though, but again, I have no big worlds to really take full advantage of that. So I'm left in a bit of an awkward spot here. Kind of weird situation. Advanced Warp 3 will increase the speed, and we have main engineering. Let's see, provides command and control center with specific focus on managing starboard systems at power level. Utilizing real-time power measurements. What does it do? Oh, the effective power consumption of this ship is reduced by up to 50%. Furthermore, engine output efficiency can be increased by 20%. So that sounds promising, because my cruiser especially is all energy based, and my frigates are all about lasers too, so that might be a good route to go. Oh boy, carriers, and there's the next raiders. So that shows me not paying attention again there. Jesus, that defeat really shook me up, didn't it? I'm gonna blame it on that. Hopefully I can get my frigate out. Yep. I should be perfectly fine, because the interceptor's not even coming. Although that is a good warning to get my ships ready for battle. I need at least another frigate, I think. So I think, like what I'm probably gonna do with the operators is have them very energy dependent. So I'll need lots of fusion power. Maybe rely on shields a little bit, if I think I can get away with it. And just lots of energy power, if I think I can manage it. So I need another soldier ship to be safe. And I do need to build more citizens too. So I gotta be careful now. What does that world offer me? Ultra poor, low G, That is very promising. Massive size, I can use that as a research world, so that's a good opportunity for using my cloning bays for. I just gotta deal with the pirates, because that's gonna be very close to them. So, private university. So additional research, but additional maintenance. I cannot do that unfortunately now. So one is becoming my massive research world. So 5% increase to all research done here. I just need to get this maintenance situation over with quickly. Okay, I need my other combat frigate to merge with that one. My exploration frigate can go up and check out these other 3 regions. And my asteroid here could be at risk. And of course more maintenance, but I get a friend in need. What's this? An envoy from the Draylock Council has contacted us with a discreet request for assistance. Apparently a group of criminals wanted in Draylock's base as it fled into our territory while in possession of a valuable stolen data cache. Criminals intend to sell data to the highest bidder and have been so bold as to advertise the location on the outskirts of your base, so that interested parties can meet them to submit bids. The Draylock know that if they send their own strike force to rendezvous, then the criminals will flee. However, they suggest that we approach the criminals as prospective buyers without spooking them. Upon our arrival, they ask that we instead launch our own strike force to recapture stolen data. Offer to pay us 250 billion credits for trouble and promise to improve relations should we cooperate. One last thing, criminals are likely to sell the goods within 25 turns. If we fail to act, then this could harm our relations. So there is something interesting I can look into. Yeah, I don't really need charging hub, because Aeroponics Bay is a little more convenient. So that is one benefit of having these smaller regions. Aeroponics Bay will give me food and a surplus of food at that. Let me go check that out, see if I actually need a ground fleet or a space fleet to deal with that. So main engineering is done. And there's the alien fleet, which I can actually detect. So I'm aware of that now. Let me have a quick look at this observer. See what exactly this engineering can do for me. It is massive though. So what exactly does it do? It's 18 additional costs, but the benefits, let's see, power consumption of this ship is reduced by 50% and engines are 20% more effective. So in this case it's 25%. And that is probably lowered the cost, maybe? Let me find that out again. So let's see. That actually increased the costs, unfortunately. So that didn't go as well as I would have thought. But maybe with fusion power I can cut out all of this. Oop. Cancel that. So that does cut down the cost. It's about equal, but same energy. I just have no opportunity to actually build this ship though. As much as I would like to build it. And what can I replace that with, if anything? I can even cut a lot of capacitors because I have enough energy apparently to supply all that. Again, no idea what I can replace that with. Maybe I don't want to replace with anything. And what does the plastisteel change the cost to? 390. So I think I want to. That is annoying. Just because I didn't change the size ahead of time, it affects everything else. Main engineering actually has a lot of health on it. So I'm gonna leave it this. Cut all the power here. And replace the fusion power again. That was annoying. So what I could do is replace some of these power capacitors with fuel cells, I think. And that, yeah, leaves me with infinite energy, basically. So let's try this again. Already got a Mark II version, I haven't even built the original one yet. Because I'm pressed for cash a little. Particle capacitors, this is for energy. Particle beams by up to 50%. I think I'm ready for asteroid superstructure, especially since I have one at least up. Nope, we got more raiders, and they are not happy. Where the hell is it going? Because it ignored the ship and then it's going again. So one is done there. And how many turns will it take to build observer? 19 turns, that's probably too long. Not to mention, probably doesn't have the firepower I would like anyway. Kind of needs something big to kind of go over there. I just hope it has what I need. So let this fight begin. I just want at least one cruiser, so if I do get into a fight that I'm not screwed over. So soldier frigates are basically laser batteries, so I'll just let them sit back and let the starbase do its usual work. It's just gotta start hitting. Okay, that's a little bit better. I was wondering why there was no sand at first. Because you think there would have been at the first salvo, but it didn't happen. Alright. Raiders taking hits. Get ready to do a flank. At least avoid the second junk raider. Alright, take the ship out quickly. Yep, my soldiers are in perfect shape, so I'm not worried. Oh, my soldiers apparently do have artillery cannons on it, so I think, anyway. Oh wait, one soldier has lasers, the other has artillery. I did not expect that. I figured they would both be laser boaters, considering I built them both. I'll have to look at them again quickly once this is over to be sure. Oh no, they both have laser batteries, okay. They just got several artillery cannons or artillery weapons on it. Maybe. Either way, we got that, we get our 20% damage bonus. And we got a cruiser on the way. And how is profit looking so far? +6. So that looks in good shape. Can I lower this down? Speed up, build up production. Now without hindering my profits a little too much. So let's try this again, because I want to... Well, I'm going to find out either way, I guess, by the time my cruise is done, but I want to see if it requires a ground force or if I can just send... Let's see, troops required by the data cache. We will buy the cache and give it to the Dreylocs. Okay, so it's the ground troops. So I can leave that there for now. Oop. I was wondering what that anomaly was, but I just remembered that was the actual asteroid that I first scouted that I need freighters for. Or credits to do the study on. Oh, and I ran into the asteroid anyway, conveniently enough, even though I'm flying by it. Aeroponics farm done. So that is perfectly sustainable. And after I get my cruiser set up, what I should do is get my citizen built up now. And then I can use my other ultra-rich worlds to kind of build my colonies for me. And then just max out the population of 1. Asteroid superstructure's done. How much does it cost? Still 400. Automated factory, that sounds promising as well. And we have biospheres access to. Ooh, a lot of potential. I just know profits are going to be a little bit hard. So I'll save that for now, because the cost is quite high anyway. We'll do xenobiology, because I don't really care about simulation. They ask for trade, so... What do they have to offer me? Just fighter bays. Well, I'll stick with the trade there. That'll boost relations. Oh, they like their trade too, so maybe I could get more off that. 450 for fighter bays. No, I cannot. Not unless I want to throw something else in. So we'll leave it at that. Nope. We got the cucks here. They're mercantile, so same there, but they're evil, so they're likely to want to attack me. And yet they're trusting. What the hell? Races with trusting personality have higher tolerance. But I still have no tolerance there, so that's going to be really weird. Okay, so they're way up here. So they are a threat. I need to worry about them really quickly.